everyone, and welcome to another edition of Hope Healthy Living. Today I'm joined by Pearl. She's a regular guest, but she has been promoted to co-host, a position which comes with hair, makeup, and a dress. That's about it. But she's excited to be here. So how are you?
Very good.
Good. So today on Hope Healthy Living, we're going to talk about, things we can do to stay healthy and strong. But we're not cooking today, though we are right here where I have been, showing you a little bit of what we cook at home. Today, we're showing you different things, but these ingredients are also things you need in your life, especially at this moment. So before we start, we want to extend our gratitude to those at the front line fighting the COVID-19 pandemic. We're thinking of doctors and nurses. We are also thinking of those who are sick right now. And if you are alone or maybe you lost someone, we're thinking of you. Okay? So, when we started Hope Healthy Living, we thought about, if you have watched my logo, we thought about a basket with a lot of, plentiful food, bountiful, So, but at Hope Healthy Living, we think about food, sport, exercise, writing, everything you can do to improve your life. And today we're going to start with, just a second, put it here. So she's excited, she wants to help. So we're going to start with masks, so Paul can take over and talk about these masks, right? Okay.
So here we have a beautiful mask. This side has this beautiful design with the roses. And on the other side, we have a polka dot design.
Yes. So we try to combine, functionality with what? Elegance, right? And beauty. So our masks have two different fabrics. And the beautiful thing about this mask is that you can actually adjust the strap so it doesn't fall off your ears, right? Yeah. So we have been working very hard, trying to do our part to stay healthy and strong. And actually, doing a mask like this, whether it's for you, your friends, or a neighbor, is a great way to process what is going on in our life right now.
It's really helpful to many, and it really just gives you strength, and you know that you have to keep going.
Yes, we all have to keep going, and we have to do our part, right? It can be a small contribution, just taking care of your family. You are doing great, you are doing your part. So we have many masks we're going to be donating to friends and those in need. If you know anybody who needs a mask in your community, you can always inbox envisionhope.com or write down below, leave us a comment, and we'll get in touch with you. Okay? And if you know any way you can help us with more materials, we will appreciate. So one of the things that I have been doing too was getting Paul to read books, right?
Yep.
We're thankful for the e-learning, but as parents, we have to do our part. So actually, she's supposed to read 15 minutes for the e-learning, but we've been going a little bit more, right? Because she loves reading, and she's going to talk a little bit about her books. And so what have you been reading?
So here I have my First Communion book.
Yes.
It has a bunch of nice prayers and just stuff you should do to have a holy mind and just stay in touch with the
God.
Holy Community and everything. It really helps you since you can't go to church.
Yes.
Because of this virus.
Yes. So that's really great to have. So any books, it can be these Bible story bedtime books, So she doesn't have to read it only at bedtime. She can read it during the day. So something to think of.
And here I have a really, really good book that I just finished reading today. It's called The Pinballs. It's about 3 orphan children who become very good friends because their parents, they have like a problem.
Yes.
So,
what is your favorite part of the book?
my favorite part is when Thomas J. and Carly go to the hospital and give Harvey, who he broke his legs, both of them, and they give him a birthday present. And his birthday present is a dog, a puppy.
Okay.
It's really cute.
Wow. So great. So why do you like that particular scene? Why?
Because it's really heartwarming and nice that their friends really just went to get him cheered up because he wasn't really speaking to anybody, so it really cheered him right up.
Okay, great. So when the kids are reading, you can ask questions like, what is your favorite scene in the book, or where were the characters when something happened? These are questions that can help stimulate learning, right? And we did learn a lot from this book. She's been reading this one. What's the title? Can you read?
The Battle of the Red Hot Pepperonis.
Good. That's one of her favorite too. How about this one?
This is about a girl in a bookshop. They go from having this small, just cozy little bookshop to having a huge bookshop. And this little girl, she lived with this family, and she didn't know how to read, but she never told them because she thought it would
it would be embarrassing.
Yes. Make them so sad and mad that she didn't tell them all this time.
Okay. So it's a great book. Would you recommend that to other kids at home?
Oh, definitely. It's really a nice book, and it's good for 2nd or 3rd graders.
Okay.
It has about 100 pages.
Okay. So we're gonna be, posting the title of these books on our website, envisionhope.com, so you can check it out, and maybe online you can find these books. So definitely something that we will be doing.
And also here I have this Whatever After Koda's Ice book. It's pretty popular, so you may have already heard of it. It's book 6. It's a series. It has many books, as you can see.
Yes.
And I also love this book. It's really good. At my old school, I used to see my friend read it, and
now you
it's just
enjoy
really
reading.
good.
Great. So we're going to talk about the last book that she's been reading.
The Watsons Go to Birmingham. It's about this African American family. It has this little girl named Joey. This is Byron, the older brother, and Kenneth, the younger brother, and then the mom and the dad.
Good.
They go to Birmingham.
Good. And you have to read the book to find out what happened. So we're going to be putting the title on our website. And this is something that Pearl did as an activity when she finished the book. You can see it's a scene from the Watson's books. So it's really great. This is when Joey meets her grandmother. And Pearl really loved it because she says, "It's a pleasure to meet you, Grandma." And she thought it was just well-behaved, Joey. So, and like I said, if you're reading books, with your children, this is another way of, keep them engaged. Tell them to draw a scene in the book. So that's very nice. And another way that we did was to have Pearl write a letter, right?
Yep.
So just a second. I can find the letter that you wrote after reading a book. Here's the letter. She wrote this letter to one of the author after reading a book, and I would like her to read the letter because we never mailed it, but who knows, the author might be listening right now or watching us. And okay, can you go ahead and read? And this is also to show kids things that you can do after reading a book. Okay, you take over.
Sunday, December 8th, 2019. Dear Beverly Clary, I'm an 8-year-old girl in 3rd grade. I read your book, Runaway Ralph. I think it is a heartwarming book. It is heartwarming because when Ralph remembers his family, it is touching. I have 2 questions about how you wrote your book. When you are writing a book, what is the first step? What was your inspiration for Runaway Ralph? Sincerely, Pearly Sis.
Okay, great. So one way to keep the children excited about your reading, tell them, hey, why don't you write a book, not a book, a letter to the author, just so that you can have more insight into your mind, okay? So great. And we also always keep a list of our titles. I will make sure that, I post this on our website. It can help you or someone you know. Especially now that the schools are closed, we do have a lot of resources online, but these are some of Pearl's favorite books. Okay, so now let's talk about craft, right? This is the time at home when you can do craft, try to do things with the kids. But when you're on limited budget, at Envision Hope Healthy Living, we are thinking of ways that will not be very costly. For example, I just bought this roll of thread and
2 crochets.
2 crochets, one for Pearl and one for myself. And I'll be teaching her how to do a door holder, something to put around the doorknob so we can, open the door. Might be one of the ways to keep those doorknobs safe because we can actually wash them just as you would disinfect right now with the wipes. We can also use this and make sure we clean every day. So when we're going to bed at night, we just clean it. So this is how you do it. And this is something that I did so many years ago. And at that time, I didn't even appreciate, but now that I'm teaching you, I appreciate more. So you go around, see how I just put it in. And we used to spend all day as kids doing it. You know that here, you have to put it in a hole. Oops, I made a mistake right here, but guess what? You made a mistake and you keep going. So we never imagined our life doing craft at this moment, but with the COVID-19, we have to be creative, and this is one way. So are you following?
Trying to.
Okay, you don't need to get that one out because I'll be showing you more, okay? So we try to do that. You keep going up, you keep putting it there, and bring it inside the hole like that, okay? And in our next video, we'll show you what we have been doing with it. Great. Now let's talk about bouquets of flowers. This is something that you can do. Have the kids, just go around. There are so many beautiful flowers right now, and they can design their own bouquets. And Pearl did this with just, neighborhood flowers. And this is really great. And one tip I want to tell you here, we have fake flower mixed with real flowers. So kind of, do with what you have. These are very beautiful bouquet, but just with things that grows in the neighborhood. Thank you, and we really appreciate it. Okay. Another thing we're going to talk about is creating posters, right? And you have been really good. Would you like to show the posters? So just before we went home with the sheltering in place, she was supposed to do something like this, which is a poster but with a timeline of her life, right? And as you can see, she took a lot of time during this sheltering in place to do some decoration with just simple items that you can get at a dollar store, like
just
glitters.
glitter, glue, lots of gems and everything.
That's beautiful.
Highlighters.
Yes, perfect task. And the beautiful thing with the timeline is that it teaches kids how to do what? Autobiography, because you are talking about yourself from birth to whenever you at this age. Yes, so this was, and it goes progressively, right? Great. So this is a great way for kids to continue learning by having fun. And this one, it's a different project we're going to be starting. And like I said, these are dollar store items, $1, and just some pencil. Hey, think about doing a collage about COVID-19. Yes, that's a great idea.
Like different facts in different areas about like what does it look like?
And how
what
our lives have
symptoms?
changed. Yes.
What is social distancing?
Yes, some of the words that we have been using. Social distancing, flattening the curve. We heard about washing our hands, and just try to incorporate that into a very beautiful collage. So that will be a project that you can do. We will be doing it, and we'll show you the result in our next video. Great. Now let's talk about writing. You know, we have been doing a lot of writing. Writing is a great way for children to continue learning at home. So every day after her e-learning, she gets to write. And it doesn't have to be something very stressful. Just like writing letters to friends or teachers can be a great way to keep children's minds, you know, upbeat, right? To keep it for that good spirit. And so we have few letters that she's been writing. See, these letters are letters per, so you can talk about it, but you don't need to call the names. These are few letters she's been writing to friends, right?
Yeah, here I wrote a letter for my class.
Yes, so, and one for her teacher,
one for
a
my
former teacher, yes. And so it's a great way to just stay up to date with
one for one of my friends.
Yes.
And for another of my friends.
Yes. And we did receive beautiful letters from some of her, one of her friends too. So this is a great way to think about, you know, different things you can do with your kids at this moment, right?
Yeah.
Thank you for showing us your letters. I just didn't want to show the names, so we keep pupils' names private, right? Good. How about drawing?
Oh yeah, lots and lots of drawings.
Good.
Here, I made this beautiful map of a wildlife resort.
Yes.
So here I have a butterfly area, butterfly corner. We have a shelter.
You have to show it
a
this way.
playground.
Okay.
A water fountain, the restrooms, a prairie area, a tennis court, a pond, a lake. This is the shallow part. This is the fishing spot.
Yes.
And the deep spot.
Yes. As you can see.
And a flower garden. And a garden. Here we have corn, tomatoes, squash, cabbage, carrots, watermelons, and potatoes.
Yes. So this is a very elaborate drawing, right?
Yeah.
And it was actually part of a science project, right? Talking about wildlife.
And here we have fake mountains in a cave.
Yes.
And more mountains, the forest, the path.
I love the color. It's very beautiful. So kids can do that at home, right?
Yep.
Good. So just take 2 sheets of paper and put a glue here, so you have this big size paper for, you know, about 1 or 2 hours of drawing, and you are guaranteed the kids will enjoy it. So how about talking about, you go ahead, talk about the drawings, right?
Here I made a sunshine princess.
Yes.
A darkness princess.
Yes.
A plant princess.
Yes.
A smart princess.
Yes.
And a shy princess.
Oh, good. And what kind of princess would you like to be?
I'd probably like to be...
Oh, sorry.
I'd like to be smart.
Okay, great, great. And here again, we just took a couple of sheet of papers, just staple them, and they can have a blast with this, because the first time she drew, and now on our next project, any of these days, she will get to write something. And if you do that, the children have plenty of, you know, activities to do around the house, so it doesn't, it's not very boring, right? Because it's very difficult to be indoors right now, but this is a great way to keep kids busy beside the e-learning. And another great way I want to show you before we wrap up for today, scrapbooking. Scrapbooking is something that kids can enjoy doing. Yes, Buddy wants to take over.
Here I have me and my brother. And this is a picture I drew when I was little.
So good memory.
And that's me.
Yes.
And my brother and my cousin, and that's also me.
Okay.
That's me and my brother at Christmas. That's my brother when he was little.
Yes.
That's me and my friends.
Yes. So think about all these old photos that you have around the house and just give it to a kid. They don't have to have a scrapbooking like this. It can also be just this $1, you know, paper, cardboard, how you call it. Yes. So think of something like that. Give the pictures to the kid and let them have fun. Just, you know, trying to see those memories and clear their mind right now, right? Thank you. And definitely, this is the last part. This is something she did before school closure, but it's still worth showing you. Children can do this at home and have fun, right?
Yep.
Can you talk a little bit about this?
So here I made
You can show.
a 2020 resolution poster.
Yes.
kind.
Good.
And here we have 2 goals I have for this year. My first goal is to read 1 Harry Potter book. My second goal is to eat less candy.
Yes.
And here, something I like to stop doing. Something I would like to stop doing is picking my nails.
Okay.
That's not good.
Good.
And a new place I like to go. A new place I would like to go is Florida because I do not like when it's cold. 3
I would like
things I want to learn. How to do a cartwheel. How to make chocolate chip cookies. How to ice skate.
Okay, so definitely something that, you know, you can do at home with children during this time. It's relatively simple, as you see. At the dollar store, you can get a sheet of paper just like this and some glitters, and there you have it. So, what else can we talk about? What would you say to kids at home right now?
You should be doing all like fun activities like this, playing outside in your backyard.
Yes.
Or walking around, not
too
in crowded places, just like at parks.
Yes, and make sure you're wearing your mask as much as you can, right? So thank you. So now don't forget, if you like this video,
leave a like and comment if you need us to make you a beautiful mask of all different sorts and sizes. So just let us know and we'll ship one to your doorstep. And don't hesitate because do you hesitate to live?
No, no, definitely. And any way you can help, we would appreciate. Our website is
In Hope, Healthy Living.
envisionhope.com. That's the website. But you are right. Envision Hope Healthy Living is our YouTube channel, and we would like you to
subscribe.
Great. She said it, and I don't have anything else to add. Thank you for watching, and make sure you check our other videos and visit our website to see other ways to stay healthy and strong with your family. We will be talking about exercise in our next video.
And remember to keep making healthy and delicious snacks. We have other videos on that and other things like what you should do. And they're really helpful, so check those out. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.